Welcome back, guys. You know the channel. It's just our reactions. Back once again. New camera, bit of a new feel, so see how you like it. But we are going back to an old reaction. We just wanted to slow it down a bit this time. The last time I reacted to this, it was on live, so I was more interactive with obviously everybody who was in my live. I like to make it fun for people. But look, Ren's come out and he's dropped another video for this Seven Sins, and he's dropped lyrics on it. So I just wanted to touch back on it, maybe just break down the lyrics a little bit more, see if it hits a bit different with the lyrics. So, without further ado, first of all, I'd just like to ask if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please pop a subscription on. I've lost my button as well. There usually is a little button that pops up, but it's not working at the minute. I would appreciate it though if you could just give us a like and a subscription. That just helps the channel a lot more. Anyway, guys, without further ado, let's get into it. So, straight out the bat as well, when this first dropped, I had no idea what he was saying. So I have gone and got the English translation to that first bit of Welsh that he does come across with us, and it is: sickness are my teachers, my smile broke, my bones feel old, here lies the body of Ren, which to me sort of sets out the scene for the rest of the song, if you will. It's quite deep, actually. I have heard it a few times now. It's not a first time yet, but like I say, I like to revisit it and just go through those lyrics, maybe just break it down a bit more for you. So let's get back to it. That's a big boy beat, that, isn't it? We do love that beat. We do love that beat.
I lay broken on the kitchen floor.
So first off, I do love the way that the lyrics come in. They don't do it in a boring format, do they? The graphics are cool. The way I lay is imposed on the kitchen floor, so it's sort of, not only is it a lyric, it's showing, I lay on the words of the kitchen floor. So that's pretty cool in the sense of, building up the picture. I lay on the kitchen floor, and I lay is lay on the word kitchen floor, which is, I don't know, I just picked up on that straight away, and I think that's quite cool from the get-go.
I clawed at the laminate, pain wandered my body, an uninvited guest, bones of a home where the devil could rest.
He's saying he's clawing at the laminate. He feels it in his bones. It must be a horrible feeling, that, really, when you're in that much pain. Just take that back a little bit.
I clawed at the laminate, pain wandered my body, an uninvited guest, bones of a home where the devil could rest.
My bones were the home where the devil can rest. He feels in that much pain. He feels like the devil resting within it. Pain was a whole. Pain wandered his body. It's it's very vivid imagery, and vivid words to go with it.
I cursed the gods, cursed my Messiah, cursed my Maker. I cursed all of creation.
To be in that much pain where you're cursing all of creation, and I'm not 100% sure. Well, I'm pretty sure there is some sort of belief system in Ren. If you go through, the whole album, you talk about Adam and Eve, lots of bits of ideology, but never really stating whether he's religious or not. going through something like this, being in so much pain, and praying to get out of it, and not seeing a light at the end of the tunnel, and feeling like you're being tortured all the time. I can understand how that could, if you were, if you were religious, how that could test you.
There I lay, feeble and thin. Sick boy, 797. Have you ever felt pain? Stomach wrenching, unrelenting. Tell me, have you ever felt pain? Condescending, muscles clenching. Tell me, have you ever felt pain?
I like that. Have you ever felt pain? Condescending, muscles clenching. It's the way you use condescending. In a way, it's like somebody's condescending you. They're talking down to you. They're above you, if you will, and they're talking down. So to me, he's sort of like saying he's in that much pain. It felt like pain had control over him. It was above him and looking at him like, you're nothing. I'm your master. I'm using you. I'm talking down to you. I've got control over you. In another word, which is all strong words and imagery in your brain. There's no video to it. The way the words come across and the way they paint the words across the screen, like I said, with that highlight on the floor, all vivid stuff.
Condescending, muscles clenching. Tell me, have you ever felt pain? A rose emerges from the pavement cracks. I'll write my eulogy with broken glass.
I think I said this on the first reaction about a rose arises from the pavement crack, which I said originally that I believe that comes from Tupac, but there's a few people who actually commented saying that there was people centuries ago writing about a rose coming from the cracks, and I didn't go too far down the rabbit hole, as it were, to looking into that. But if anybody knows who that is, who originally started this idea of rose from concrete or rose from cracks, just let us know in the comment section, because I'd love to know who it was and get to the bottom of that one, to be honest. Because I've heard it in a few things now. As I say, Tupac, Ren, and it seems to be a common theme for a few people, from what I've heard.
A rose emerges from the pavement cracks. I'll write my eulogy with broken glass. Eternal paralysis. Pain the author. I accept this. Pain the teacher.
Wow, sorry for stopping it so much, but pain the author. I accept this. Pain the author. So you're an author, you're writing a book, you're writing a story. And he's saying he felt like pain was writing the story, so he couldn't do anything but pain. He could only do what the pain allowed him to do, basically. So in that sense, pain was writing his story. If you can only do what something lets you do, it's writing the story, isn't it? So pain was writing his story, and he said he accepted it.
Eternal paralysis. Pain the author. I accept this. Pain the teacher. Bruised apprentice.
Pain the teacher, bruised apprentice. Is whipping him. It's condescending him. It's teaching him. We learn a lot of things going through this. He's helped a lot of people through what he's learned. Everybody who knows Ren or is deep into Ren knows a lot of people, a lot of sickness follow the sick boy. Sick boy is their leader, and that's why, because he's helping people, and he's turned a lot of lives around through it. But all this comes from being the apprentice, pain, the bruised apprentice, and pain being the teacher.
The heavens dismiss you, the Father, the Ghost, and the Holy Son. Body bags, body bags, body bags.
So saying pain, the mother ram, the son, you know, the Holy Ghost, Holy Ghost, Father and the Son, something like that. Basically listing saying pain was everything on every level, on a spiritual level, on a physical level, you know, being the son of a mother is a flesh physical level. Going on to faith with the Father, Ghost and the Holy Son. If that's what he said. That's, you know, the spiritual level. So it's like pain was in his soul, in his spirit, in his mind, in his being, everything. Which right up through the way this song, you know, he's just screaming out that he was in that much pain, and just describing it in every single possible way you can. And once again, I know I keep saying it, but really painting that vivid picture, so you're kind of feeling it, understanding it more than anything. You know, you can't fully understand when somebody says they're in pain. They're in pain, you can't feel it. But when you describe it in certain ways, people can understand it. And that's what's going through.
Me, zip it up quick, get their things on B. I search for peace in the belly of a beast. Sick boy, onomatopoeia.
I do love that word, onomatopoeia. You know, something sounds like it said, ting, bang, wallop. Ting, bang, wallop. I don't know why. It's just a one-of-a-kind word for... I don't know. People who know me know I love that word.
Zip it up quick, get their things on B. I search for peace in the belly of a beast. Sick boy, onomatopoeia. Running up a fever, following a leader. Wanna be me, huh? Grass isn't greener. Bright lights, dynamite dealer. Dine at the table of the coroner.
Wanna be me, grass ain't greener. Wanna be me, huh? You know, he's out there putting his tracks out, but saying grass ain't greener, guys. Grass is not greener. I've had to go through all this to be where I am now.
Onomatopoeia, running up a fever, following a leader. Wanna be me, huh? Grass isn't greener. Like seizure, dynamite dealer. Dine at the table of the coroner, eat up for.
Dine at the table of the coroner, eat up. You know, painting a picture of the last meal there, isn't it? Dine at the table of the coroner. He's eating with death. He's eating with death. Living with death, thinking death's just over his shoulder. This could be his last meal. Eat up. It's all vivid imagery.
13 years and I've been feeling so stark.
Lucky number 13.
Empires tumble, rubble and dust. The universe shrinks and the planets combust. In God we trust. God tied a noose to his neck and he walked to the edge and he jumped.
Oh, now I missed that bit. This is what I mean by when the lyrics come up, it hits you more.
In God we trust. God tied a noose to his neck and he walked to the edge and he jumped.
God tied a noose to his neck and he walked to the edge and he jumped. For a start, that's a very nice scheme as he goes through. But he's also basically saying, in ways, you know, in the Bible and everything, I think he's portraying the fact that in the Bible, Jesus, the Son of Christ, knew he was going to die and let it happen. So basically, yeah, he didn't kill himself, put himself on the cross, but he knew it was going to happen, so he let it. So he walked through it. He knew it was going to happen and walked it to the edge, tied a noose around his neck to walk to the edge, and he jumped. So he walked into it, knew it was going to happen, and let it happen. And I suppose what he's getting at there is that's the way he was feeling. He was feeling, you know, coming, death. And in a way, I reckon, kind of like, you got that self-preservation thing. Everyone's got self-preservation in them. Nobody wants to die. But in the situation of being in so much pain like that, I guess sometimes you get to the point where you don't care. there's half of you who's like, you've always got a self-preservation bit, but the other half of you is to die and not in pain anymore. And I think that's kind of where it's coming. Anyway, guys, you know, as I say, if you're thinking the same thing, or if you see it from a different angle that I've not thought of, you're welcome to come join me in the comments. Let me know your angle.
And the planets combust. In God we trust. God tied a noose to his neck and he walked to the edge and he jumped. Angels wept. I bear witness, watching the whole thing unfold from my bed. A bed where I never deep rest. A bed where I'm always depressed. A bed with the human oppressed. A bed for a tomb where I slept.
I like the way he's going in now, saying, you know, he watched everything from the bed. It's like bed bound. At the time, when he was in so much pain, because he couldn't do anything, you know, the pain was right in his life, and like the author of his life, like I said before. So at that point in his life, pain was right. You know, you can't get out of bed. That's where you are. Bed where you wept. Witness the angels wept.
Watching the whole thing unfold from my bed. A bed where I never deep rest.
A bed where I never deep rest. Can't get any rest because pain's keeping you awake.
A bed where I'm always depressed.
A bed where you're always depressed. You know, pain, being stuck inside, the right in your life, not feeling like there's a way out.
With the human oppressed. A bed for
Human
a tomb where I
oppressed.
slept. A bed in the room that's a womb for this mess. Sick boy bitten by
A womb for this mess. So I think that's sort of harping back to saying, you know, the pain was the mother. He's in the womb of pain, being the mother. You know, when you actually look at the lyrics and you go through it bit by bit, it's very, very descriptive. And I don't think you could really top it for saying pain in another way.
a tick boy. Tell me how it feels to be buried while you breathe. Stones and sticks boy.
Oh, tell me how it feels to be buried while you breathe. So stuck in all this pain and everything, it's just like being buried while you're breathing. It's like you're being dead while you're alive.
Bed in the room that's a womb for this mess. Sick boy bitten by a tick boy. Tell me how it feels to be buried while you breathe. Stones and sticks boy. Pain is a gift boy. Hard to make a stand when you crawl on your knees and I kneel. I kneel at the altar of my own disease and I beg. I beg this guy for mercy, mercy never came. I dipped me dirty, 33 and hurting, cursing. Jesus died at 33 and still my sins are lurking.
You know, he's begging for mercy from his disease, saying, you know, Jesus died at 33. Still I'm hurting, still was it still pain lurking?
I beg this guy for mercy, mercy never came. I dipped me dirty, 33 and hurting, cursing. Jesus died at 33 and still my sins are lurking.
Still my sins are lurking. He's turning, but future stays uncertain. So life's going on, but he doesn't know how far his life's going to go on. Goes on with surgeons uncertain.
Hurting, cursing, Jesus died at 33 and still my sins are lurking. Gears are turning, future stays uncertain. Surgeon incision, murder ambition. Fear of the unknown preserves a religion. Denounced the gods when my body went missing. Back then.
But the unknown preserves a religion. Fear of the unknown preserves a religion. Fear of the unknown preserves a religion. So, the way I'm feeling that line is, if you're looking death straight in the eye, if you're like contemplating constantly that you might die, and you don't know what's after this life, you don't. So, I suppose if you're constantly looking from it from that point of view, then it's like, yeah, there's got to be an afterlife. That's the only thing you can think of. Because if you're constantly staring death in the face, you've got to think of the unknown. Fear of the unknown preserves a religion. That's where I'm, you know, I could keep saying, if you're seeing it from a different angle and I've got it wrong, let me know in the comments. Let's have a chat about it. Come on. Stick pins in the Voodoo Hendrix. At Mac 10, right? We're naming artists here.
The unknown preserves a religion. Denounced the gods when my body went missing. Back then, the pain spray ricochet like a Mac 10. Hot lead hit the bed that was trapped in. Red wing seraphim out of God's grace. Cried tears from heaven like Clapton. Stick pins in the voodoo Hendrix.
Kendrick. I got Clapton, Hendrix, Kendrick. I think there were a few more on there. Come on, guys, let me know. Let me know. So, there'll be a few people that I've never heard of, probably in there. You know, he's a big one for like so many different genres. So a lot of them will be people or bands I've never heard of. You know, mixing Clapton with Hendrix and then into Kendrick. Well, there's three already. At least I know them ones. If you got some more, let us know. Oh. Ooh. Running from the silhouette of self-doubt. Quote John Lennon. Ooh. Ooh, yeah, John Lennon, he got shot for attention. The guy had no reason. It was just to get attention. Lennon, John got shot for attention. What does that tell you about the good intentions? Bitterness formed in a storm of aggression. Prophets get dropped, imagining heaven. Martin Luther, Mahatma, or dead. 6-6 followed by 6. Build and praise and bury him dead. I was born. So, like, you know, Martin Luther, he named a few people who basically got killed trying to change the world for good. You got to think on that, haven't you? There has been a lot. There's been a lot of people who, you know, try and change the world for good. We started off with Let It Be, quote John Lennon, Martin Luther King. I can't remember who else you mentioned, but there was a few, and they're all been trying to change the world for good and ended up murdered, basically. Build them, praise them, bury them dead. Half a gram will half those troubles, thoughts stay sharper than. Half a gram, half those troubles and thoughts stay darker than a master plan. Sharper than glass, splinter and cinnamon, irony could kill a man. Makes money when the music lands, expand, pay me my cheese rain. They make money when the music lands. Pain makes money when the music lands. Like, I think he means by that, like, if you feel the pain or you feel the emotion of a song, it's gonna hit people, and then, you know, that's when it makes money. I don't know. I'm not too sure on that one. I'd love to hear your thoughts and views, guys. My heart isn't half is down, half a gram, half those troubles and thoughts stay darker than a Rukai master plan. Sharper than glass, sharp splinter and cinnamon, irony could kill a man. Makes money when the music lands, expand, pay me my cheese, rain down parmesan. Followed by seven whole sins for a self-made Armageddon. Sin down, pride makes a man kill a man for his ego to survive. Sin 2. Whoa, we're gonna go back to the start of these listing the sins now. And this was, I remember when this came out first, and it was like the start of the games, wasn't it? Remember the games? Does anybody remember the games? Right. If you're not familiar with it, you need to look it up. It was a big online thing. Big, massive Renosphere games, basically. And everybody was getting excited for ages, and then I don't know. I had to take a step back and I was like, look, I can't work this out. It was well hard. Everybody had to work as a team, but when we were out of the loop of it, it was hard to figure out where everything was. I tried to play along a bit, and I did see a few of the steps, but a lot of it was way over my head. It was a good game, though. It was good for many. Yeah, if you managed to get in and figure out what was going on, because it were like mastermind stuff, proper mastermind stuff. Right, anyway, back to this reaction, and we're going through to the sins, innit?
That's nasty.
That's nasty.
Followed by seven whole sins for a self-made Armageddon. Sin 1, pride. Pride makes a man kill a man for his ego to...
So Pride was the first game, the sins. It was based on the 7 sins, and I think they went in order. So Pride makes a man kill a... Pride makes a man kill a man for his ego to survive.
Sin 2, lust. Lust makes the grass look greener. Crucifies trust. Sin 3, gluttony. Humans consume and consume. Planet Earth gets a frontal...
I think gluttony is Ren's strongest sin. What he says, well, what he thinks will be the end of humanity if you don't get a hold on it. From what I saw of the games, I thought.
Humans consume and consume. Planet Earth gets a frontal lobotomy. 4, sloth. Rinse and repeat. Reruns. Repeat. Time lost. Sin 5, envy. That's when one man's win is another man's frenzy. Sin 6. Wrath, rage, vengeance, killers, psychopath.
I like the way he changed since it envy. I like the way he changed his voice from the mellows. Wrath, rage. You know, got that growl in his voice from it.
When one man's win is another man's frenzy. Sin 6,
wrath, rage, vengeance,
psychopath. Sin 7, greed. Greed plants a seed that will destroy us all if we succumb to greed. If we take what we need, then take more than we need, then our own.
I like the flip flow as well. He just completely flipped. And Ren's very good at doing this. Like he changed his voice then. I think he's done a change for each of them actually. Let me just hop back.
Crucifies trust. Sin 3, gluttony. Humans consume and consume. Planet Earth gets a frontal lobotomy. 4, sloth. Rinse and repeat. Reruns. Repeat. Time lost.
It's gotten a bit.
5, envy. That's when one man's win is another man's frenzy. Sin 6, wrath, rage, vengeance, killers, psychopath. Sin 7, greed. Greed plants a seed that will destroy us all if we suck.
This is where he changes the flow.
Then take more than we need, then our oceans will bleed. Still we feed and we feed and we sleep and repeat. Then we exile the shepherds and follow the sheep. We inherit the meat. We inherit this world that we bruise and we beat. We inherit this vanity, circles of creeds. Inherit the liars, the murderous thieves. One sin for every one day of the week.
Wow. I think at the end he really showed his skills in flipping flows and just the layers, just the layers of the rhymes, which we all know he's really good at. Anyway, guys, if you really enjoyed this reaction as much as I've loved it, to be honest, I quite enjoyed breaking it down word by word. I don't often do that, but if it's something that you like to see me do more often, then you know what to do. First of all, pop a like. Second of all, pop a sub. And third of all, comment down there and say you want to see me do this more often. And we'll get together and do... Oh. Wrong button. We'll get together and get some more breakdowns word by word. But I want to see your thoughts and feelings on it. Tell me if I got it right, got it wrong, and what other Ren ones you want to see me do. I know he's dropped a few more now with just the lyric videos, so I do kind of want to go through them. But if you've got a favourite you want to see me do, pop it down in the comments, and best to do it for you. Anyway, guys, till next time, I've been Just You guys have been awesome. Peace.